Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. We are enjoying life's journey while on the path to financial freedom. It is a new year. If you missed out, I already budgeted out our rough base budget for 2019. So now it is the beginning of January, so we are going to budget out the month of January. So I have a blank template here that I'm going to fill out with you guys. We are in January, so let's just get started. I'm going to change this month. I'm not sure if you'll be able to see it. My face might be blocking the way. We're just going to say January. And we are going to budget out the month right here. And then these are opened up for the paycheck. So I'm going to go ahead and put what day we are getting paycheck by paycheck, which are every Friday. So we have the 4th, the 11th, 18th, 25th. So if you saw, I had on here, let me go to our yearly view here. I had on here the base budget for January. I actually just went through, did the actual numbers because looking at 2,900, 934.50, and 232.27. Ricky, no bonuses. We will be getting cash back on the Discover card and interest in the checking accounts, but I'm not sure the amounts. What I'm going to do here, though, is I'm going to open my husband's up because these will be for each week. He'll get paid each of those Fridays. Myself, like I said, that Instacart will be for the 11th, and then YouTube I get paid on the 21st, 22nd, so we're just going to line it up with the 25th check here. So those are my paydays. Like I said, cash back we should get at the beginning of the month, and then interest we usually get around the 25th. Okay. So again, I don't know the exact amount, but that's what we're going to leave that at. So this is where we're at. This is how much money we are working with for our budget. We are changing, instead of doing 3% for my husband's 401k, we are changing it to 5%. So let's go ahead and do the math there really quick. And that's just off of my husband's pay and overtime before taxes, $191.72. Now, state taxes and, all of these taxes here is very hard for us to estimate. I'm just going to do what I originally estimated for the year here, which was, and this will have a better idea as the weeks get going. This is just total estimates at this point. 239.43. Now the emergency fund, I mentioned that we want to do at least 10% to the emergency fund, and we're just doing that off of my husband's pay minus the taxes. So I have to come back to that because we have specific things that we need to account for in January that's going to be a little bit different than normal. So let's go through and we're going to come back to that. Ricky, we're just going to do 100 for January. In the future, we're going to try to do 5% of his income. So for right now, we're going to do 100. Gifts, we're just going to do 100 for this month. In the future, we want to do 5%, but we have some things coming up here. So let me do these real quick. So 236. Okay, so our mortgage payment is $1,128.98. If you watch the yearly budget, we mentioned that we are going to be paying one extra principal payment on the mortgage of $175 a month for 2019. Home maintenance, we're going to be adding to this sinking fund or the savings account for home maintenance every time my husband has 5 paychecks, we'll be adding to this. So this is a 4 paycheck month, so that's not going to work. Groceries, we're going to be doing $12 a day. So because it is 4 weeks, 336. Personal care and household. This is where we have specific things that I know we need to account for. So Ricky really wants to get we picked out the bed frame, like the platform, like the headboard and the platform bed that we finally want for our room, and that is about $250. I'm not sure, let's see if it's $250 plus, we're going to say 9% for sales tax, which could be overkill, so we're just going to say $275 for the bed. It could be less, but we'll budget $275 for the bed. And then I do know that we need some sponges and dish soap, so we'll say another $5. Paper towels we're good on. Everything else we're okay. So we're gonna say $280 for the household. Personal care. My daughter actually, when we went to have her teeth cleaned last month, she actually had, I thought it was a cavity. So they wanted us to see a pediatric dentist to decide whether they wanted to save the tooth or pull the tooth because it was a baby tooth. And we went and saw that new dentist, and they actually said it was an abscess. It wasn't even a cavity. So she's been on antibiotics for a week, and then she has to have the tooth pulled. The insurance is not going to cover it. It's going to cost $80 to have that. have her tooth pulled. Poor baby. But that's the way it works. Electricity, we are going to say for our winter months that we are going to budget 70. Our last electricity bill was about 60 something dollars. We have started turning on the heater. We had a few days of rain, so it got really cold. We were trying to go the whole winter without the heater, so I'm going to go ahead and just budget 80 to be on the safe side, and we'll see. I can always log on and check our online account and get a better idea, but for now we're just going to say 80. Water, sewer, trash last month was $71.25, so I mentioned we're going to do $72. And then car gas, so we're just going to estimate for 2 fill-ups, and it costs just under $30 to fill up the tank, so we're going to say $60 for the car. Our car insurance is $122.13. We're not going to do any car maintenance right now. Actually, let me take that back. We are going to get an oil change, but that's going to come out of savings. So let me change this up here real quick and say savings. I believe we had $24 in there. Okay, so we're going to say oil change, car maintenance, we're going to say $24 because I think it's around there. But if we need a little more, we can use it from other places there. Car registration, we just did it in December, so we're good for a year. The motorcycle gas, we said, actually we might switch this up. Right now, Ricky's been taking the car more so than the motorcycle because it is cold. And then when they have exams for his apprenticeship program, he always takes the car. So we're going to go ahead and just put in, we're going to switch it. We're going to say 100 for the car and 60 for the motorcycle, and we'll see. But in general, we have $160 budgeted for gas. We'll see at the end of the month what actually got used for what. Motorcycle registration is due in February, so we're going to budget that in February. So commission jobs for the girls, let's see what we have here. So we do their age. They can earn their age every week. So my daughter is 7 and 4, 28 and 16. Now they have chores that they can do every week, and they earn a certain amount of money. Usually I just make it easy and I say $1 per thing. So my oldest, you know, if she does 7, if she helps out with 7 different things around the house, she gets her $7. My youngest, if she helps out with 4 things, she gets her things. And then what we do is I pay them half of it and they can spend it. And then I'm going to start putting the other half into savings to help them for giving and saving for other things that they might want. For insurances, I am actually going to be reapplying us for the state insurance. I'm pretty sure we don't qualify anymore, but we might be able to get the girls what's called kids care. So we might be able to get the girls insurance for 2019 for maybe $10 or $20 a month. So I'll keep you guys updated on that. But as of right now, we'll just have to see. And then here we, like I mentioned on the yearly review, we changed some things. So I'm going to change this to movies because we said we're going to be starting. We're going to start going to the movies once a month with the girls. Now that my youngest is old enough, she can sit nicely in the theater and manage to make it through a whole movie. So we've been enjoying going to the movies. So we're going to make it a commitment to go once a month. And then this is date night. We are now doing date night. And then I needed to add a column here for the YMCA. The YMCA, we are going to be starting it. We want to pay it this first paycheck. That's going to be $70. Date night, we said we're going to budget $100 for date night. We said we're going to do $40 for movies, and we're going to do $25 a week for eating out, and that's just fast food. Every once in a while, we will do the Applebee's too for $20, and that you know, we might spend a little more than $25, so we'll see how that goes. But otherwise, we're going to say $100. $50, $47. Let's see. Home maintenance, we said we're not going to worry about car registration. Where's things account for? So that's all going to go into. Oh, I forgot. So our vacation fund, we want to do, like I said, we want to have that 10% fund category. We want to be spending 10%. So let's see where we're at. We're at 340 and we're at 318. So let's see, minus 318.73. So we're going to put 21.29 towards our vacation. We have a cruise in May. The final payment is due in March. So our plan is that we'll be using our tax refund in February. So join me when we get into February and see how that ends up playing out. So we're at 329.18. So that, you know, that puts our emergency fund. We're almost at, that would be 340 if I wanted to make sure we had the 10% in there. So let me see how much that puts us over here. We're actually going to do this instead. Okay, 1047.